morning, 9:33, and it's at this time on Wednesday mornings we proudly present and have for over 10 years now, Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Bruce takes on questions largely submitted by you, and I'll tell you how to submit a question in just a second if that's something you'd be interested in doing. But first, need your help in welcoming Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How are you doing this beautiful morning?
Just excellent. Perfect, really. And looks like perfect weather, too.
It really does. It's nice to be here in Southwest Florida.
See, I know how much Bruce loves the sunshine and the warm temperatures, and this is just picture perfect for him. Bruce, you ready to go back to law school today?
I am ready, Todd, but one thing I like more than warm and beautiful weather is to be able to help
That's
people.
True. You really do have that helping instinct. I know that is actually inherited. Your dad was a firefighter, I believe, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In New York City.
So it's kind of the handed down quality in the Scheiners, and that is to help others. So let's see if you can help somebody with a question today. I've got the email sitting in front of me. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Todd.
Okay. It says, my sister was a passenger in a car struck by a late model Lexus making a right-hand turn. The driver of the vehicle my sister was a passenger in told the police the other vehicle was speeding. My sister was taken to the hospital with severe injuries requiring surgery. The at-fault driver has denied he was speeding, and there are no witnesses. Is there anything a lawyer could do? Oh, this is picture perfect for Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce. What would you start with?
Well, there's always something a lawyer could do, and the most important thing anyone could do when they're involved in a serious accident is to call us an experienced personal injury lawyer.
Okay.
The question in this case is to be able to prove that the other car was speeding.
Right.
So that's why it's important to call a lawyer as soon as possible so he can get an investigator on the scene. They can reconstruct the accident. Also, they need to get a hold of the black box in the Lexus because that'll show you exactly how fast that vehicle was going. And if you could prove that the Lexus was going at sufficient speed, then you'd be able to present the claim against the Lexus driver.
Okay. That kind of worries me a little bit because when it comes to a wrecked car, it gets towed away. It's out of our personal control. And then who knows what happens to it? Do you have some way of making sure that it stays intact, the black box isn't touched?
Yeah, we automatically send a letter. We call it a spoliation letter to the at-fault and the at-fault insurance company. And it says don't spoliate or don't spoil the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
If someone receives a letter like that and they don't honor it, and the case goes to trial, they could have a jury instruction that would go against the person that didn't honor the letter.
I see. Okay. So that's a good first step right there. You mentioned an accident recreation specialist or something like that. Now, that sounds like it's going to be expensive.
Well, it is expensive, but when you have severe injuries, you need to do whatever it takes to be able to prove liability.
Sure. And I also know from experience, it's going to be no money out of pocket. I don't have to worry about that kind of thing on the victim end.
Right. Yeah. We and most personal injury lawyers will what I call front or outlay the expenses, and the client is not required to pay them back until the case is resolved, and the money only comes from any kind of recovery or settlement.
All right. Well, it sounds like there was a pretty serious injury here, but it does sound like there is a positive course of action that can be taken. So first order of business, get a hold of a professional and do it today.
Absolutely.
All right,
Time
Bruce.
is of the essence.
Thank you so much once again. You've come to our rescue, so to speak, at least by helping us understand the situation a little bit better. Looking forward to talking to you again next week already.
I do too, Todd. Thanks so much.
Okay, you take care. Say hi to everybody and have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. And hopefully a satisfying answer for whoever sent this question in. Now, you can do the same thing if you'd like to submit a question for future consideration. It's really simple to do. Go to the station's website and type Bruce into the keyword search box. That'll take you where you need to go. Now, if you've been injured, I would bypass that advice entirely and pick up the phone and call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner. That number's 941-743-7777. Like I said, get somebody working on this today. 941-743-7777. And tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.